VFS is like a really intense program. It's like 1 or 2 years, depending on the program. It's a year that you're always studying, you're always working. Like your breaks are like 1 week in April and 1 week in August, depending on like your calendars. If you have that free time, try to enjoy it. I try to go outside, whether it's just to have to walk or to run or being with my roommates or with my friends from the classroom. It's difficult to balance because of the amount of work. You're more in the university than at home. But whenever I have the free time, I try to enjoy it the most.
Hi, my name is Stardy, and I'm the host for this podcast. And today I'm here with my guest, Juan Andres. Juan Andres is an international student from Colombia, currently studying at VFS Video Game Design. Hi, Juan Andres.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show. All right, so for my first question, I thought I'd ask you a fun question. What's it like living in a country that has like winter that lasts half the year?
Oh, firstly, I want to apologize because of my English is my second language, so the Spanish is my first one. So if I say something wrong, just want to apologize.
Yeah,
But
no
yeah, now for
worries.
the question. Yeah, it's been an experience. It's been a fun experience when I got here. Colombia is different from some places. Some places are a bit colder, and some other places are a bit hotter. But it's completely different from Canada. Canada is a lot colder. So the first couple of months that I was here, from like October to December, it was really cold. So it was hard getting used to it. But now that it's been like 6, 7 months, I think I'm handling really well. And now with the summer, it's been really fun with this type of temperature.
For sure. All right, well, awesome to hear that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're gonna talk a little bit more about like your day-to-day experience. What's it like for you studying here and just living here, like kind of like the cost around living in Vancouver, because we all know living in Vancouver is a little bit expensive, and just some of the different things that VFS offers. So yeah, but without further ado, I'll ask you my second question. So jumping right in, what's it like studying here in terms of like cost? Is it very expensive to study at VFS or that sort of thing?
Yes, to be honest, yes, it is expensive. More for international students. I think the wage for us is a bit higher that we have to pay compared to the Canadian students. So it's expensive. Luckily, BFS they gave us a lot of like scholarships, especially for people from Latin America. But also I know that from other countries outside of Canada. But yeah, having this type of scholarships have been really helpful. In my case, it's been really good. But of course, you still have the different cost of the living here, food, like the daily expenses. It's expensive, but I think I live really good. It's really a good experience to have roommates. It's a bit cheaper having roommates than living alone, and of course, it's a lot cheaper living outside of like the downtown. But we managed to find a good place here in downtown. It's been really comfortable. It's of course it's a bit expensive, but still like cheap in terms of like living in downtown. And I'm like 5 minutes away and walking to school. So yeah, it's expensive, but I think we'll be able to survive, to live good, to have good food, and be happy. Yeah, be comfortable. That's like the main thing living here. But yeah,
That's
but
awesome. It's awesome that you live
yeah,
also really close to your school. That's super convenient.
yeah,
Could you talk a little bit more about like maybe the cost of like what's it like living here, like with rent, with like tuition, books, all that sort of thing?
yeah. Luckily, VFS provides you with all of the tools like computers. In my case, that I'm game design, they gave us controllers for the game. So I think in terms of that, VFS helps us a lot, and I think for the different programs, it's also really useful. The different things they have in the campuses is really good. So we don't really have to worry about that, and we usually are like literally the whole day in school working there. So it's little to none time that you work at home. In my case, in game design, yeah, I think the most expensive stuff is the rent, of course. It's tough because every month you're like, oh, now I have to pay again, and you don't want to spend too much because I mean you want to save money because you want to like do some other stuff in your free time, like go and know some places. Like this is my first time here in Vancouver, so I want to travel. I want to go to new places here in Vancouver outside of the city in Canada. So yeah, it's expensive. Try to save money. Uh, the most expensive thing is the rent, but we managed with my roommates to have like it's cheaper for us for the groceries. We go to Costco, which is really useful for the three of us. We buy our groceries for like the whole week, week and a half, and it's been really like useful. We save a lot of money. If you cook, that's one of the main things for you to save money. Cook every week, every day, if you have the time, because going out every day to a restaurant, you're gonna go broke. So yeah, it's been a lot of cooking and a lot of learning, of course. But it's been a fun experience. Of course, you always have like the stress of the money, but I think it's a really fun experience, and you learn a lot living by yourself. Even though you have roommates, it's still you're living by yourself. Different experience that you have like back home, and that's basically it. You learn a lot, and it's been really fun for me, to be honest.
No, I know, especially like also living outside of this city kind of helps. But I know you live right in downtown. For me, like, I live a little bit outside, so I mean, I still
Yeah,
pay a lot of money for my place, but it's cheaper just because I guess like than what I would be paying if I lived in downtown for what I have now. I'd be paying like way more money. And yeah, definitely going to Costco too is really good to like save money. I also have a Costco card, but I don't go
yeah,
as much because
oh yeah,
I don't have like I live alone, so I don't really I guess it doesn't benefit me as much because it's more like in
yeah,
bulk. But it is good
yeah.
if you live with roommates. Definitely a good tip to like yeah
Oh,
get a
it's
Costco
really
card,
good.
go to
Yeah.
Costco, and also there's like free samples at Costco too, which is
Oh
really
yeah, they
great.
always have free samples. They give you good food, good drinks. It's really useful. It's really good.
And honestly, like yeah, like you said, also like cooking, make food at home because I used to order out a lot too, and that was just like
Always.
yeah, I used to always do that, and now I just have to like eat from home. I start eating more like things I have at home. So it's like I have food in my house, I have food in my kitchen. I don't really need to be like ordering this much takeout because it is like
Yeah.
quite expensive, especially like living here. It's not the cheapest because I
Yeah,
mean,
I know.
getting food takeout is like double the price than if you actually went into the restaurant to like get it. So it's like yeah, there's no point. So yeah, also like cooking but yeah, those are all things that you learn when you start living on your own. Because yeah, like before I lived alone, I know that like it was really hard for me too. It was adjustment period, but I feel
Hmm.
like I've also adjusted pretty well now.
Yeah,
So
you get used to it, and yeah, it's easy. It's easy. Well, the time passes, it's get a lot better.
now my other question is, how do you like balance your like student life with like your social life? Like, do you find do you find it easy? Do you find it hard?
There are some weeks that is really tough because BFS is like a really intense program. It's like 1 or 2 years depending on the program, but it's a year that you're always studying, you're always working. Like your breaks are like 1 week in April and 1 week in August, depending on like your calendar. So it's little to no vacations. So yeah, of course it's hard, but whenever you have that time, whenever you have the weekends, also you can have your weekends to rest yourself. Of course, you can also go to work on the weekends, and sometimes you have to because of the amount of works that you have. But if you have that free time, I try to enjoy it. I try to go outside, whether it's just to have to walk or to run or being with my roommates or with my friends from the classroom. It's a good try. It's difficult to balance because of the amount of work. You're more in the university than at home. But whenever I have the free time, I try to enjoy it the most. And I've been privileged to see like new places. I've been to the BC Stadium to see the soccer matches of the Whitecaps. I've been able to go to the Rogers Arena to see a lacrosse game. I've been able to go to different parks, like Stanley Park. Right now in summer, I've been able to go to like the beaches. We're currently like planning in our like week of break in August to go to like a park 1 hour, 2 hours outside of Vancouver. So yeah, it's finding that free time that you have and taking advantage of it. Um, and when you're not, you're just focused on studying and being like the best version of yourself in BFS and just working and enjoying the time.
Of course. And do you find like you have a good balance with your? Because I know you said you go to school a lot. So do you find a good balance though?
Yeah,
With
I wish I could have more free time, of course. But I think for the free time that I have, I balance it really good. It's more, of course, what I've said. It's more being in school than being doing our
yeah,
stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think it's a good balance. It's a good balance. It depends, of course, in your person. If like, you're not doing the work, if you're not studying, then you're gonna get behind on all the homework that you have.
Right.
I always try to be in time with everything so that I have my free time to rest and do other stuff. So yeah, it's more about like the person to being able
Yeah.
to balance that time.
And like knowing how to balance and finding that good
Yeah,
balance for sure. Now, I know we talked a little bit about this
yeah.
earlier in the very beginning.
Yeah.
You said about the weather, how it was like different than Colombia, and how Colombia has varying weathers. But like, what was it like when you first arrived here? Did you find it difficult to adapt? What did you do to adapt to the climate? Because I know that in Colombia, the climate's probably quite different than in Canada.
It is. I had to buy, of course, a lot of clothes for like the winter. We in Colombia we don't use the clothes for the winter because it's usually like the same temperature the whole year. It varies, but it's very very minimal. In here, you feel it. You feel the winter. So the first thing was buying winter clothes. And just I think one of the main things that I did in the first 2 weeks was to go outside and walk, trying to get like acclimated to the temperature that in Canada. Because of course you go out of the house and then go to the SkyTrain or go to the bus and then straight into the school. You're really not like feeling really like the temperature. So I try to walk a lot, trying to like acclimate myself with the environment, and I think it helped a lot. Yeah, of course, in winter, like the first time it snowed in January or February, it was really cold. It was really cold. It was still I was so happy because it was like the second time I saw the snow, so we had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, we were freezing after that. We played with the snow. We even went to the beach to see like the white like beach. It was covered the entire thing with snow.
Wow.
Um, yeah, but after that we were freezing. We had to do like a really long hot shower. Um, but yeah, I think the more time you're here, the more time you get like
You get
acclimated
used to it.
with the environment. You get used to it. And right now, summer for me it's the best time because this is like the temperature that we have in Colombia, so I'm really happy about it. But I think
Yeah.
also winter, you can find the you can find that thing that you can enjoy also.
Yeah, there's so many fun things to do in the wintertime as well. And like
Yeah,
you said, when there's snow and stuff, you can also try to take advantage of that and enjoy the snow. Because I know in Vancouver, we don't get a whole lot of snow. So when we do get a little bit of snow, it's nice to go out there
yeah.
and just enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh yeah, yeah for sure.
Mhm. Now, my other question is like, we all know that Vancouver is pretty multicultural and diverse. And what's it like going to VFS in like a pretty multicultural and diverse city? Like, is it a pretty multicultural, diverse school as well?
It's been a really fun experience to get to know all the cultures, especially in my class in game design. I met people from all over the world, literally. Of course, I have my Latino friends who are like Colombia or Mexico or Peru, but you also know a lot of people, of course, from Canada, from here, but you also know people from Europe, from Africa. I have two friends from South Africa. That's really cool. I have one of my closest friends right now. It's my friend from the India. It's been fun to get to know like the culture. You usually ask like silly questions like, "Oh, you do this in your country?" And like, "Yeah, it's normal." And for us, it's like, "Oh, that's so weird." And so that moments is like fun to know and get to know more about the culture. Like the first few weeks that we were here, we were trying to get to know each other. Me and my Colombian friend, we took our friends from the whole classroom to a Colombian place because we wanted to show them like our food, like a bit of our culture. And they had so much fun. They tried a lot of our food and they say that like, "Oh my god, it's so good." And we've been trying a lot to do that, to go to like other like restaurants or like have one of our friends like to cook for us. My friend from India, she cooks really good. I've been trying a lot of here Indian plates and it's good. So yeah, I think VFS it's great for that. Like you meet a lot of people from all over the world and get make new friends. That I think it will help you a lot. Like in the future, you can have like, oh, I have a friend from India, I have a friend from Australia, I have a friend from Italy. It's really fun to have that opportunity and more here like in VFS. It's been really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really good that you get to like meet people from different cultures. I mean, I love it too. Like a lot of my friends are also pretty like multicultural and diverse.
Yeah,
And also getting to try foods, yeah, from like different countries also a plus when you have friends from different countries. Like I mean, yeah, I love Indian food too, so that's amazing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
New Indian food. One of my good friends is Nigerian, and she makes me like a lot of Nigerian food, and it's just yeah, it's been so amazing to be able to like try that because like I've never been to Nigeria, you know, but it's like I still get to like try it here, and I don't have to
Yeah,
like
you
spend.
get a bit of yeah, you get a bit of that culture of that they have in their own country. You're not in the country, but they bring you like that culture. It's really fun to
Yeah,
get to know that.
yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like so nice because you get to like really like when they make you food and stuff from their country. It's like you really get to like taste the authentic flavors because it's not like you're
yes,
going to like a restaurant like where like the people that are working there are not actually from that country, so it actually tastes
yeah,
kind of different. But you actually have
yeah, it's
someone
different.
from like that country that's making you the food, so now you actually have like a better idea of like what that food actually tastes like, and that's something that like I
Exactly.
really love about like the diversity is really getting to like try that, you know, like try
Yeah,
those different types of foods from different countries, and yeah, and just having also friends from different countries, it really opens and broadens your mind and your
yes,
perspective. That's
yeah,
like
I
also
agree.
really
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, my next question is okay, what does VFS offer for their students, like in terms of like clubs and extracurriculars? Are there any of those at VFS?
I think currently right now there's no clubs or like teams. They like a week ago they sent like an email. "Oh, we're gonna open clubs for you guys for like the ones that have different interests." So I think there's gonna start like right now that type of stuff. I don't know which clubs, but they're starting now. And I think it's been more like of an initiative from the students. Like literally last week, I went to play football or soccer, whatever you say it, with some of the people from VFS. Like literally, one of the students was like, "We need like a football team in this university, so I'm gonna make the group. I'm gonna invite some people." He created the group. He talked with VFS, and they were like, "Yeah, do it." And it's like right now we're like a group of 3 8 people. It's really big. I can see that there are a lot of people interested in the sport, and I know that with different sports or different clubs, I know that there are people interested. I think it's beginning. It's beginning, and I know that VFS is gonna push that. It's gonna motivate people to like join, meet people. Like I've met like 5 people from different programs, like from the acting program or from the writing program, and that's because that I went to play football. So I think VFS is gonna push that. Like I've told you last week, they just opened like new clubs, and I think it's gonna help a lot for the people that want to meet new people and new friends.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's awesome. And also, like, I guess it also kind of helps you network in a way, right? Like, getting
Yeah,
to, like you said, you're meeting people from different programs.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I guess right to segue into my next question, then what are like the networking opportunities that VFS offers? Do they have a lot of opportunities to network outside of
Yeah,
like the clubs? And how do you have any good tips to like how to network? Maybe if like someone is shy or they don't really know how to network.
yeah, of course. I think VFS pushes a lot. I think more of my instructors from game design that like, hey guys, one of the main things here is, of course, you're going to learn, but you need to network, even if it's with your like friends from your classmates. That's networking. Like you don't know, like in 5 to 10 years, that is next to you, he's the one who's going to give you your next job. So always try to meet people if it's on your own class or with from other classes. I think that's the main thing. They also BFS brings a lot, which I really like it. They bring a lot of people from the industry, whether it's from game design, with 3D animation, with acting. They bring people to give like different conferences to talk to you, to you, and you can ask questions like how is the industry, like different type of stuff. I think two like 2 weeks ago they brought someone working right now in Cyberpunk, which is a really big game, and it was really really good to hear him and to see his experience and what was like his trajectory. And at the end of that we make like the contact in LinkedIn, so now you have like that type of network. um, Also the instructors, they help you a lot trying to network. They open, it's like a big group of game designers that meet up every like 2 months, and it's from all over like Vancouver. So instructors are like, "Hey, join this," and it's outside of schools. It's like a Saturday, and you meet up with these people like from other places. You networks, and I went once to that place. It was really good. I tried to network with a bunch of people from all over the industry. So I think they it pushes you a lot. Even if you are shy, I think they try to help you a lot, but of course it starts with you. Like you need to push yourself. Like I'm here in Vancouver, I need to network because I need the work and I want to meet more people. So it starts with the most basic stuff, just saying hi to your classmates, and from that you just go and try to network a lot of people, and yeah, at the end it will help you like a lot. Like in 5 years, I know you're gonna get a job, and it's because you had network. It's gonna be a friend that helped you to get that job. So I really appreciate that the VFS does that for us, but also like for yourself. It's really good.
And like, do you personally have any tips to like help someone like who's shy to like network? Like, do you have any tips to like suggest maybe how they could put themselves out there to network and talk to people?
Yeah, what I was saying is like just start by saying hi to the classmate, like right next to you, and just try to see things in common. I think for us in game designs is more simple because the main common thing is games. So if you just start talking about games, you're gonna find that one game. You're like, oh, I love that game. Oh yeah, you love it. Oh, and then you start talking, and that more especially for game designers is that you find that thing in common, and even more with games because it's one of like our biggest passions. And when you start talking about video games, it's gonna just talk for like 3 hours. So I think it's more trying to find like common interest. But yes, it started by the little things. I think you're getting more confidence by saying like hi or how are you, what is your name, where are you from, like what do you like, and that you just keep going, and just push yourself. I think it's uncomfortable at first, even more if you're shy. But I think being here, like like being here, you need to like push yourself. Like, hey, I'm here. This is my opportunity. I need to do it. And once you do it, it's like that really helps. It boosts your confidence up. So it's like push yourself and go little by little. But yeah, that's
Right.
my advice.
And it helps to also like find people that have like, yeah, the similarities and things in common. Like you said, like if you're studying video game design, talk about video games, whatever it is that you're
Yeah,
studying, like find that's like the common interest already.
the common interest. Yeah,
So you can talk about that for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Now my other question is, do you think that VFS, with the skills that you acquire there and that you learn, do you think it can help translate into getting a job like globally, like outside of Canada? Like say you want to go work abroad. Do you think that what you learn at VFS is good to like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One of the main things that they do in BFS, especially our instructors, is our instructors always try to like be to up to date with all the new technologies, all the new changes that they're coming. Like in technology, like the whole area of technology is changing so fast. So you always need to evolve and learn these new things and be up to date with everything. And
right?
that's what the instructors are doing. Of course, the instructors also have friends from the industry, so they are constantly speaking to them like, hey, what is new, what are you doing right now, like in this game, what is the new thing that you're doing, what are the new thing that they're pushing. And once they talk to them, it's like, okay, I'm bringing that type of knowledge to VFS for our students so that they are like up to date. So now when they go to an interview, they're like, oh yeah, I know that I did a game like 1 month ago with this type of technology, with this type of thing. And it's like, oh, you have the advantage because you know this new technology that the companies are looking for. So yeah, I think that's been really good from BFS, from the instructors that they're like trying to push and see like, oh, what new things can we teach to our students. Like if you see what I'm studying right now, it's completely different from what people from like 10 years ago studied, because they're
Right.
always constantly evolving with the new technologies. um yeah, I'm really grateful for that, and I think it's like kind of like an advantage when you go to the industry. It's like, oh, I know these things, I can do this thing, I have the space experience to get working with that. So it's really good.
Nice. All right,
Yeah.
now to shift gears a little bit. My next question is, what does VFS like do during like holidays? Do you have like any fun traditions, like, or just any fun traditions in general? Maybe like the beginning of the school year, like a spirit week, something like that.
Yeah. They do two things, especially that I always remember. For me, when I got here, for the Latino people from all Latin America, uh, they made us like a reunion, like an introduction reunion for the people that are in their first time here. That's where I met a lot of my Latino friends from Colombia, from Mexico. Even there, I met my roommate, who's right now. I met him there.
Nice.
Um, so I think it's good that they BFS push that. Like, hey, this is your people from like your country or from like the same culture. So it's like good finding that connection, because sometimes you can feel alone, like I'm alone here. But having like that connection, like, hey, you're from my same country, like we have those same like interests and thoughts, is really good that BFS did that. And I found I have a really good group of my Latino friends, and we're really close because we're experiencing this together, even though we're alone, but we're experiencing this together. And now in the game design side, every first Friday of the month, we do what we call First Fridays, and we meet up with all of the game design like classes, because right now we're like with different schedules. So I'm on like term 5, and there's other game design class that is on term like 6 or 7. They started like before. So there's like currently right now like 4 classes. But every first Friday of the month, we meet up all the game designers. We go, whether it's like to a bar, or we go to karaoke, or we go to a park. Like last first Friday, we went to a park, and it's just to hang out, eat something, drink something, play something, and you meet up people. You meet up new people, and also it's kind of networking. And I think that's a really good initiative that they have in the game design department. That's really fun. And yeah, I think that's like the two main things that they have in BFS, and I really like it. I've been really grateful for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love how you said like at the beginning they also do like how they did like that meeting for all the Latino students because it
Yeah,
really is nice to like find other people I guess from your culture, especially when you come here. Maybe you're not
yeah,
very familiar with the language, and now you find other people that speak the same language as you, that understand your culture, and and you don't feel so like alone in the journey. Like when you're here, it's like yes, like you
exactly.
might be new here and you might have come here alone, but now you have other people that are exactly like in the same position as you kind of doing that journey with you. And I feel like that's super
Yeah,
helpful. I love that. Do you know if
yeah,
they
it's
do it for
been
other cultures
amazing.
as well, or is it just for the Latinos?
I'm not sure. I think the only that I know is Latinos, because they did it a month ago with one of my roommates that just started in BFS. They did it again,
Okay.
but I haven't heard it if they do it with the other like countries or continents. But yeah, for the Latinos, they do it, and it's really good.
Nice. I mean, yeah, maybe there's more Latinos. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. Who knows?
And also, yeah, the networking too that you said, like the first Fridays, is also super awesome because yeah, it is also another good way to like network and meet people in your program and like
Yeah,
just yeah, it's really good that you get to know the other students that are there that maybe you're not in classes with regularly, but that are still studying the same program as you. So you get to like it opens up more doors and opportunities. So yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
And
It's
they
really
don't
good.
do any, and do they do any other things like for any other holidays? Do you know like or any other events?
Oh yeah, now that I remember, they did a competition across all BFS for Halloween. You have to go with your costume and to showcase like they did a competition. My other roommate, he won the competition with his costume. You just we just went to the
Nice.
basement and they did all the competition and show you all your like costumes. It was so cool to see. There was a lot of amazing costumes. You know, they're like there's a program that is the makeup program. They're like the best. They have like the best costumes and makeups in their faces. That was so cool to see. You can see like
Yeah.
the artistic side of VFS, and that was so cool that they had. What else? Oh, also they did for us, the game designers. They had a Mario Kart tournament. Of course, all the people from VFS they could be in the tournament, but having a tournament like every in the lunch break, we just went to there and played Mario Kart with people from all over VFS. It was really fun that they have those type of events. I know they have a lot more. They have movie nights where they show like new screenings for new movies. That you can go to the auditorium there in BFS and see a movie. They have board game nights that really recently new. Yeah, you can go to BFS in the nights and play board games and meet new people. Uh, and yeah, I think that's the things that I remember right now. But I know they have more. I think BFS is trying to push more for that like every year. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
remember that and it's been so fun. Yeah,
That's awesome. Well, I loved
yeah.
hearing all of that. I loved hearing your experiences too, like all your stories about living here and all that. It was so amazing also to have you on the podcast. Thank you so much for coming.
No, thank you. Thank you
Talking.
for the
Yes,
invitation.
just to like do a little recap of what we talked about. Yeah, so we talked about the different opportunities of networking at VFS, how VFS really pushes like networking for its students, the kind of fun different activities that they do, like the board game nights, the Halloween costume thing, also like the first Fridays and
Yeah.
the Latin meetups if you're you and Latino to VFS. And yeah, and
Yeah.
also just
Yeah.
like talking about more about the weather and your cool activities with the snow. And then we talked about a little bit about, yeah, like just how to time manage, for your social life, how to balance your social life with like your school life. And also, like, yeah, just make sure that, you're eating well and cooking at home because eating out is expensive.
Yes.
But
Yes.
yeah, no, yeah, all of that was really amazing to hear. So yeah, in the next episode, we're going to hear about Katie and Katie's experience at SFU, and Katie is an international student from the US. So yeah, but that's all for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.